fucking arsehole! Well, my friends, thank you for joining me. We are just on our way over to Blade Stratford, where I have a test ride on the new 2025 Speed Triple RS. Yes, Robbie's looking at a different bike replacement for the 1290 Super Duke. I think it's time I parted ways with the 1290, not because they've just had a couple of issues in it, but like most people will be saying, oh, you've had some issues with it, get rid of it, it's a bag of shit, KTM are going down. Forget all that crap, I'm not interested. But since my accident, I've struggled to gel with it, and the bike's fine apart from this sensor that's gone down, that's currently being worked on. But anyway, I've spent the past few weeks commuting and going out over the weekends, and although I was, you know, starting to get more confident and feeling good with the bike, you know, I had a trip down to London on it a couple of months ago, I think it was. But anyway, I'm just not feeling it, and there was nothing really that stood out to replace it. I do like, and I've made this quite clear, I do like the Ducati Street Fighter V4S, but the money for that for the 2025, just over 24 grand, it's crazy money. It really is crazy money. Is it worth it? I don't think it is. I rode the 24 last year, fantastic, great. I really enjoyed riding it. It was a great ride. But obviously you're paying for the premium brand, you're paying for the name. The RS 1200 has caught my eye. So I've had a sit on one. Ergonomics feel good. I can get my feet on the floor, which is obviously the most important thing. It is 830mm tall compared to 835mm for the 1290. Not a lot, but enough for a short arse like me. So we haven't got much time on it. I've only got an hour to play around, but that's pretty much enough just to get the feel and the power. I'm going to be okay with an hour. I only had an hour with the 1290 when I first test rode that, and that was like, yeah, I'm having it. So hopefully it'll be the same thing with the Trumpet. So just going to jump on the motorway, so I'll catch you when we get there. Right then people, here we have the new Speed Triple 1200 RS 2025. This is the obviously black. It's not the one I'll be interested in, it's the silver with the yellow flashing. But yes, I'm liking the look of this. It's got a couple of extras on it. The hanger's not standard, that's replaced the foot pegs, and it's got the Akrapovic exhaust, which is about 1400 quid. If I get one of these, I ain't paying 1400 quid for a can. So I've only got an hour on it, so let's get out and play. So let's go. Oh, that was quite clunky. Well, first to second on the gear change is very smooth. That's the first positive. Ergonomics, I quite like this. I did sit on it yesterday, because obviously if it was too tall for me that was going to be an issue. Foot pegs as well, your legs are a lot higher than the 1290, and I will be comparing it to the 1290 because that's what it's going to replace. So the pegs are higher, and a little bit further back. Oh yeah, I do like that gear shift. This is currently in road mode. We're going to have a little play in road mode and then change it to sport. This isn't going to have, this is on par power wise, BHP with a 1290, but it's down on torque. That gear change does feel a bit spongy. It's down on torque, so to be expected. Yeah, that picks up. Right, let's get it into, what do I use for sport? Right, there you go, press the wrong frigging button. That's the button there. Brakes are good, same style lemurs. Now the seat's quite comfortable, certainly big enough for my ass, and I know I've only just got on it, so longevity on a ride will be questionable. Can't comment on that, but it covers my wide derriere quite comfortably. Set the mirrors. Now, I've never been a fan of bar end mirrors, but the bars don't feel that wide, and I suppose in filtering, if it's a bit tight, you can just whack them up out the way. Come on, what's going on up here? Oh, those brakes are shit up. Usual Friday afternoon traffic. Dash is quite small and low, really. I'd have preferred it here, a bit closer up rather than down there. Not a deal breaker, but yeah, a bit higher up. For a £1,400 end can, it is pretty poor on sound. I'm not impressed with that. Come on, person, let's get a bit of a jolly on. What the fuck are you doing? I believe you can adjust the engine braking on this, but I've no idea what level it's on. So this this isn't a review at all of the bike, it's me having a test ride of it. If I do go ahead and do the purchase of it, then obviously I'll do a full how-to and this, that and the other inside the settings. That pulls, yeah, that pulls. I'd say I probably am. Ergonomics isn't massively different to the 1290, but I think I am a bit further forward and leaning down. He's moving out of the way from me, so I'm going to accept it. Hopefully you can hear me okay. Wind noise is a little bit high. Gear change is a little vague. It's it just seems cushioned, probably a better word. Well, obviously the 1290, it's like click click click, you can comfortably feel it in in gear. So I'm in first, but you've still got movement on that gear change. Go on, Robbie, take it easy, it's not your bike. So it's cruise is green, and we're set, and then we can go up with that one. Yep, it's quite a small icon down here really. And does it deactivate the same? Twist the throttle forward. Yep, exactly the same. When I say the same, I'm on about the 1290. Like I keep saying, I'm going to compare everything to that. See that? I can't read any of that. No idea what that bit is, where it says about display. Yeah, as I keep saying, gear change is a little vague compared. It feels, you know, you've got it into gear like I'm in first, but I've still got movement of going down the shifter, so there's no, you know, initial clunk. Good thing, bad thing, something you get used to, I guess. Got to admit, the shifting up is very, very smooth. I like that pickup. The ride's quite good as well. I completely forgot about the electric suspension there, or electronic suspension really. I've got that left in auto, so it's going to predict, or I'm under the impression it predicts your riding mode, your style, so it's going to stiffen automatically. That's the only thing I'm not keen on, is the that feel from the gear change. Not the actual shifting, it's like when you're putting it into, let's go around the island, and you're putting it into first and you still got movement there. See if we can go all the way around without causing too much hassle. Stay there, stay there. Yeah, the 1290 offers a little bit better wind protection. Not a lot, but offers a little bit more. I mean, you are more exposed here. If those clocks were higher, with a little bit of a cowl, it might be better. Getting a slight buzzing from the handlebars. Not a massive amount, but you do get a bit of a feel of a buzz. Thank you, kind sir. Thank you. Such nice people out this afternoon. Moving out the way for you. So is this the replacement for the 1290 at 17,495, I think it is. The extras that I would look at first off would be heated grips and possibly TPMS. And TPMS only because the 1290 has its standard, something that KTM doesn't exactly charge for. Makes a change. Bit more of a feel on the indicator as well than the 12. Yeah, I like that engine braking as well. Being very picky, I'm not too keen on the layout on the dash. Again, I'm so used to the 1290, everything there is quite visible and clear. Whoa, you fucking arsehole! What a fucking arsehole! Fucking look! Twat! This brings back memories from donkey's years ago. I used to work for Triumph many years ago. I may have already mentioned that. Back in the early 90s into the early 2000s. And I rode the Speed Triple back then and the Daytona. The 595 and 590. Is it 590? 595? You know, can't remember. And this engine, it still sounds the same. Well, like I said, even though the riding position is a lot more sportier, it's not that bad. I mean, I went from my Z1000. I had my Z1000 for 9 years, straight to the 1290. The 1290 felt very alien from the Z1000. Bigger in every sense. And the fact I can touch the ground better. How is it for neutral? Oh, pretty good for neutral. So thoughts, yep, very good, like it. Don't care for that exhaust, would not pay 1,400 quid for that, not a chance. Nah, I like it. Right then, thanks. Right then peeps, thanks for stopping by, thanks for having a look, and watch this space. Take care, ride safe.